knowledge, teamwork, and game smarts. These are the ingredients turning your everyday players into tomorrow's professional gamers. But to truly appreciate the future competitors of esports, we need to pay homage to the moments from the past. Arena Esports takes you on a trip back in time to enjoy the greatest plays from the world of esports. 16 card-wielding extraordinaires from multiple gaming regions prepared to risk it all at the Blizzard Arena in Los Angeles. From China to Germany, Chinese Taipei to South Korea, the talented masters of Blizzard Entertainment's collectible card game traveled from far and wide to compete at the 2019 Hearthstone Winter Championship Finals. Glory, prize wins, and a direct invite to the Hearthstone World Championship later that year was on the line, so no mistakes could be made on each player's journey to the final showdown. Every player wanted in on the Year of the Raven action. It was their final chance to test their mettle on stage before the game's standard rotation. But it was two highly skilled individuals who broke through barriers to earn themselves a ticket to the live grand final event. German-born Hearthstone icon Bunnyhoppor had a nail-biting run to the best-of-5 finals after narrowly defeating Sunning Gaming's Jing in the semifinals bracket.
Bunnyhoppor doesn't even need to draw more cards. There is nothing Jing can do about these constant pings, and there is the concede.
Bunnyhoppor was prepared for war with his mid-range hunter, even paladin, miracle rogue, and odd mage decks, proving himself a serious threat to all players coming into the winter finals. Chinese Taipei sensation Roger also saw success in the event's semifinal bracket, eliminating fall championship runner-up Lunar Love, formerly known as Bloodyface, to score a seat at the grand finals table.
We saw this even paladin deck for Bloodyface just kind of struggle, but Roger, he will end that struggle. Mind Blast the face, ping, Mind Blast, and that is it. Roger is moving on to the finals.
Roger entered the Winter Championship with a completely different lineup to Bunnyhoppor's. He was armed with his Death Rattle Hunter, Clone Priest, even Warlock, and Quest Rogue decks. Both players took their seats for a Hunter versus Hunter game number 1. Bunnyhoppor was throwing beast after beast at Roger, trying to remove potential board threats towards the mid-game. A coin into a Witchwood Grizzly was the first sign of board control from Roger. Bunnyhoppor didn't quite have the cards he needed in hand and was left with little options to bring the game back into his favor. When things started to look up for Bunnyhoppor, Roger had the right answer. Deathstalker Rexar cleaned up the board and started to set up the late game for Roger. In a move to dominate Game 1, Roger played a turn 8 Kathrena. This pulled out King Crush from his deck, an 8/8 minion with charge that caused some serious problems for Bunnyhoppor.
I just don't think that Bunnyhoppor really has the gas to get past this. I mean, I'm looking at needing a sequence of like perfect draws in order to get past this point.
As the players approached turn 10, Bunnyhoppor's hand was dangerously empty. He had nothing to ensure his survival against Roger's growing army.
And Bunnyhoppor just scraping to try to stay alive.
Roger claimed Game 1 of the Grand Final, remaining confident as he prepared for the second match. Certain that his mid-range hunter wasn't the problem, Bunnyhoppor made the choice to bring the deck over to Game 2, while Roger's Quest Rogue made its first Grand Final appearance. Bunnyhoppor drew the start he needed. A dire mole followed up by a scavenging hyena kicked off some promising board control for the German player. His army of beasts kept getting bigger. The hunter deck was certainly looking dominant as both players moved closer into the mid-game. Turn 6 would be a defining moment for Roger. By playing Sonya Shadow Dancer, Roger had an opportunity to power through his quest. Bunnyhoppor needed to find a way to end the game. Little did he know that Roger's next turn would change everything.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
And you see Roger's reaction to it as well.
Wow! That is insane!
That's a huge draw. And I don't think
that is insane.
Unless Roger has like a tidal wave or like a meteor strike his side of the stage right now, there is no way he's losing this one. That is nuts.
With Crystal Core in play, Roger started to unload an army of 4/4 minions. In one turn, the board's status completely flipped into Roger's favor. In a desperate move to stay in the game, a 6-health Bunnyhoppor looked to his Build-A-Beast hero power to find an answer.
Is there a 7-mana Zombies that clears your opponent's board and deals 24 damage to their face?
Probably, but it's not that one.
Concede.
2-0 for Roger.
A troubled Bunnyhoppor had nothing to give as Roger sat at match point at the Winter Championship. Planning a glorious comeback, it was time for Bunnyhoppor's Miracle Rogue to crush his opponent and finally land a point on the board. Looking to end it all, Roger opted for his Clone Priest deck to carry out a potential 3-0 victory against his German rival. A Radiant Elemental into a Power Word Shield kicked things off for the young Chinese Taipei player. On turn 4, Roger coined into an early Ziliax, marking the beginning of his clone setup. With both Feldorai Striders on the board, Bunnyhoppor filled his deck with 4/4 spiders. This created a massive tempo boost for him should the game progress into its later stages. Through a Shadow Essence, Roger found Velen. This minion doubled the effects of his Mind Blast, an easy 10 damage to Bunnyhoppor's face. With only 10 health remaining and little options available to him, Bunnyhoppor made the choice to sap Velen off the board. This prevented lethal and the end to the Winter Championship Finals for another turn. Going all in, Bunnyhoppor activated his 8/8 Van Cleef and a 5 damage Shadow Blade. Through a game-winning Shadow Essence, Roger found a way to execute his opponent for a Game 3 victory.
Roger's digging deep. He's thinking, he goes, I didn't misremember this, right? And you see him counting it. This is not the time to mess that up. There's the Malagos. Roger, 10 damage from the Mind Blast, is the aggressor somehow in the matchup and becomes the Winter Champion.
Malagos, with all its spell power, appeared when Roger needed it most. This earned him the title of Winter Champion for 2019, a ticket to the World Finals, and a $50,000 prize win for his amazing performance. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing eSport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.